Hi everybody, I wanted to talk you through my fall garden plans and how I've now organized my seeds. This I originally saw from Epic Gardens, and I also saw from Homestead and Chill, and I'm so glad I moved to this seed organization system. This is just a 4x6 photo storage box, and it's perfect for seeds. It holds, it's just the right size for everything I need. I've kind of organized them by fall and spring. There's a little overlap in each, but for the most part, it works out really well. And then I keep a journal. I think this is really important when you're planning your gardens. Okay, these are just notes for flowers. I'm learning all about flowers because I know so little. Okay. So what I did, and this goes along with my fall month-by-month planting guide. So I'm planning month by month. So I'm going to start some things, and eventually I'm going to write notes of what exactly grows in our region. So what's native to Texas, because some pumpkins don't grow well here while others do grow well here. So I'm going to write some notes on what exactly grows well here. And then I'm going to make note of what grows well by sowing directly into my garden beds, and then what am I going to start from seed. Now, if I'm going to start from seed, I'd like to recommend starting from a seed starting soil. This really for me was a game changer. I had a lot of plants dying when I tried to grow them indoors or buy little pods like this, and I found that the soil is so light. It's fluffy, and almost everything I've tried to grow in the soil will do really well. Okay, so this is super great. Don't forget, label your seeds so you can keep track. Important to label what you're growing. It's also important to label when you started it from seed, because if you look at the back of, let's do kale, that's going to be a big fall garden crop. If you see here when to start indoors, so if you are starting it says for fall crop, start 12 to 14 weeks before your average first fall frost date. That's a lot to remember for all the things you're growing. So write the date here. That way you have kept track of exactly when things are ready to be moved to your garden beds, and when frost is coming, it just helps you stay on track. So the other thing I wanted to show you is my organization. So how I'm planning the different beds. I have 4 beds, and each bed is 4x8, and they're cedar wood, and they're on top of bricks. There's actually a row of bricks under each piece of wood, and that's to help the water not to rot the cedar, to slow the rot of the wood through the years. So hopefully help it last longer. Okay, so I've labeled each plan for what I want to put in each bed eventually. And then I have companion plants to one another. So these plants will get along well. These plants will get along well with. So garlic's on its own. It won't get along with certain ones in these beds, so I had to keep it on its own. But it will get along with basil and tomatoes. That's why they're separate. So, and these are my spring garden beds that they're still growing. So I still have loofah that's going to grow in probably through January, February. It even goes into spring. So I'm going to leave those garden beds, but then these over here, you can see I've started to clear out, and those are going to come out and be completely fall vegetables. So that's my planning. That's my organizing. And this is going to happen pretty soon. So pumpkins are going to go in here. We're going to try fall pumpkins. We tried and weren't too successful with spring pumpkins, but we're going to try our luck with fall pumpkins. This is a great all-purpose fertilizer. Of course, you look at these numbers, they mean different things. That's a whole nother talk, but this is a generic one that hits. I put it on everything. I put it on my flowers, my fruit trees, all my vegetables. It's local, so it's a great one to find from your local nursery. So that was a quick one. Hopefully that helped you think of some ideas to get you started with your gardening. 4x8 is a great size for bed size, and grow bags are cool for potatoes and sweet potatoes. So hopefully that helps.